Hello, today we are in a farm and we'll be bringing you more information about farm business. And on my left is a very handsome man who is into farming business. He's into fish farming, he's into the normal farming too and other farming aspects. And today he'll be educating us why we should venture into agri business. So, boss, please, your name.
My name is Eric Ankunum. Ankunum Eric.
Eric Ankunum.
Yes.
From
Accra.
Accra?
Yes.
Okay. Today we are in a very beautiful farm. I want to know, I've just highlighted some that you are into normal farming and the fish farming. If I may know all the crops or the produce that you are into.
Oh, we started this 2008.
Okay.
First, we started by using there's a tree called Vocanga africana.
Vocanga
Africana.
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 Okay. What does it do?
It's a medicinal tree.
Okay.
They use it for other diseases, intensive memory and other stuff.
Okay.
Parkinson's disease, enzymes and stuff.
Okay.
Yes, we went into it, but then along the line we had problem with the marketing, and then also the land we acquired, they didn't give us the yield that we want. So in a business aspect, it's not giving us really what we really want. So then with the interaction with other farmers that were in the system at that time,
Okay.
we were introduced to pig farming.
Okay.
So between 2010 and 2011, we started going to
The piggery. Okay.
Yes.
You started with how many?
Beginning we started with the only 10.
Only 10.
Only 10.
Wow.
And even from advice we got from beginning, we were told that even 10 is too much and that it will be difficult for us to manage.
Really?
Yes.
How many males, how many females?
Pigs actually 10 sows to a boar.
Oh, okay.
10 sows to a boar. And so we started even with 9 with a boar.
Okay.
So making 10. And the beginning we have challenges. The challenges was that, you see, some of the farmers, we depend on people's speculations and
Okay.
perceptions about the general farming of pigs and stuff.
Okay.
So when we started, first we put up the house, then we brought in the animals. The next thing was the feed.
Okay.
When we got there we realized that there was a challenge
With the feeding.
with the feeding, because what we were told
Was not
was not at
the
all
reality
what-
on the
at all. So then we realized that, look, Charlie, we need to take our time and study this whole thing, because first you get people who have been in the business for years will tell you, why don't you go for what they call it, restaurant waste, chop bar waste, leaves
okay.
and all that. But we realized that pig farm, you cannot rely on what they call it,
Those restaurant waste.
waste and chop bar. I mean, people go for soups that have stayed overnight, that are waste. And then you tell you about African swine fever. which normally comes from some of those things.
Those waste.
Yeah, waste. Because, for example, if a pig have African swine fever,
okay,
and you kill it, somebody will eat the meat, all right. Maybe he doesn't know.
Okay.
And he eat the meat. Along the line, they will dispose the waste of whether the bones and other stuff into either it is soup or in a waste bin that you've gone to collect for your fish,
okay,
your pigs. And they have the African swine fever. Definitely, you have introduced African swine fever to your farm. Yes, you have introduced African swine fever to your farm. 2, if you go into pig farming, in real terms, if you put all the technicalities involved, you realize that you cannot, as a farmer, or let's say a commercial farmer, you cannot indulge your farm into these speculations and
So meaning that you really need an expert.
Yes. So then we have to. So then we start to do contact. Went even to.
So meaning that if maybe Mr. A is into pig farming.
Yes.
And you, Mr. B, you want to start the pig farming, you getting the advice from Mr. A is not enough.
No.
You still need to go to an expert who is specialized into piggery business or farming to give you the insight.
Yes. Aside from that, you are coming in as an entrepreneur.
Okay.
You want to grow business.
Yeah.
Really, you are not in love with pigs. You want to make money.
Yes.
You want to grow business.
Yes.
Right. So definitely you are investing. So now the two of you have a different
mindset.
Yes.
Okay.
Of how you want to set up your business.
Wow.
So you taking the advice, it's just a basic information
for you.
Yes, because when we started, after 6 months, we realized that we have problems because we were introduced to rebrand and what they call it, pumpkin or cake.
Okay.
And then along the line, we realized some of the sows, when they start firing, issues. The piglets will die inside them before they come out.
Wow.
So they come out, you see the whole piglet look dark or black or rotten.
Wow.
So from there, this is where your ideas of how you want to start your business comes in. So now we are looking for solution.
Okay.
First, we have to go to veterinary.
Okay.
And report our case. So one of the incidents, we have to carry the dead pig to the veterinary. They have to do postmortem to check what really causes the thing. Unfortunately, we didn't even get the results because where we went, the facilities there is limited. And so
that's another challenge we are facing in Ghana.
You see? And so that's why I'm saying that getting the idea from the other farmer who have been in the business for years is not the only solution.
Okay.
It's not going to give you all the information. You may even end up even adding some of the information you have to even him. And so when we got the information given to us, then we need to go into a full-time conventional feed.
Okay, so you have to come out with your own feed.
Yes. So then we start to get in touch with the experts in preparing feed, like prepare feed.
Okay.
We got it means that what we are doing, it wasn't right. Part of the feed, the formulation was causing all the problem that we
were facing.
Yes. And so then we have to get the expert to come and show us what to do. first they will tell you, give us some of the feed items in your area that are closer to you, which will make your feed costs
come down small.
Yes. And so we try hard to do that. But then here, especially in Western region, one of the main item is maize.
Okay.
Maize in Western region, there's no maize.
We don't have maize.
No.
We don't have farmers going to maize.
No, not at all.
Why?
Because Western region, they import most of the maize they consume in Western region. Or let's say Takrady.
So if we should say, maize farming can become a business in Western region.
It is also a business. It is business even before pig farm. It is already a big business, right?
Okay.
And so now they give us formulation. They give you formulation. You need maize, you need soya, you need this, you need that. Now, like the advisor said earlier on, you need to look for some of these feed items in your area.
Okay.
If you don't find them, it means you have to travel.
You have to travel?
Yeah, you have to travel.
Wow.
So now, where do we go? Then, first, we went to Techiman. Yes. We went to Techiman. Techiman, we have to go for maize. That also came with its own challenge.
Cost.
Not even the cost, the challenge.
Challenge. Transporting it.
Transporting it was one. When we got here, we realized that the maize we went to buy was not fully dry. Even when we went around September, which around September, most of the maize supposed to be dry. But to be honest with you, it wasn't 100% dry. And so we have to find a way to dry. Unfortunately, Western region, our weather is a bit wet compared to the middle belt and then the northern.
Yeah.
So then you have a problem with drying because your weather is moist.
Okay.
And so you have a problem of drying even your maize. So that also comes with its own challenge. And so we even lost to go and import the maize. To even Western region. So then it wasn't that alone. We have to get rice bran.
Okay.
Because after wheat bran, because we have the Takrady flour mills here, it's close to us. So there we're able to. Then we have to get rice bran.
Another challenge.
That too, Western region doesn't have a rice bran.
So where do you get some?
You have to go to Eastern region, Esuchari.
Just one business.
Yes. So we have to go to Esuchari. Some we have to go to Asim Praso or Adansi Praso.
Wow.
Yes. To go and bring rice bran. Even that one itself, we were lucky when we took the pig to the veterinary. Was one of the head of the veterinary who was into pig farming. So we were lucky to meet him. When we met him, he introduced us to some of these rice farmers.
Wow.
Get in touch with them. Not close to Western as well. You have to go across Central, Greater Accra, and then from the other side to Western, Central, and then Ashanti.
Wow.
Some even I go to Eastern just to get rice bran.
This alone wouldn't make the farming business attractive.
Yeah, because what happened? When along the line we thought, we can manage
around your scope.
Yes, because first we were introduced to cassava. But then cassava also have its challenge. You need to process the cassava before you can give it to the pigs. You cannot give the cassava to the pigs direct.
How do you treat it? You have to cook it.
First, either you cook it or you dry it, like we call it kokonte.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then you turn it into powder.
Okay.
Then you can use it to mix your feed. One thing that we came across and even caused us more issues was that the feed have to be 100% dry.
100% dry?
100% dry. Because one, if you add maize, if you put maize have to be dry. Because that will cause you problem. One, it start to get moldy. Fungus will quickly
enter in.
Yes, and then you have challenge.
Wow. So basically their food needs to be dry.
Dry.
Not wet.
So whatever item you add to the formulation, you need to make sure
it is
it's
dry.
100% dry. So starting from maize, then on and on and on.
So don't we have companies in Ghana just like that of the poultry, whereby they, like a company like Echo,
yes,
they prepare the feed with all the various formulas. Yeah. We don't have it for pigs.
They have.
They have.
They have. They were there before, but at the same time, you have to look at numbers.
Numbers, as in
cost.
Okay. So it's expensive.
It is.
Because they also have to struggle just like you are struggling to get a feed.
It is.
Wow.
Woefully expensive. Woefully expensive. Because you see, I don't know how they manage to get their feed prepared and all that. But if you look at your finishing product into the market and look at the feed cost that they are giving you, no, you are working for somebody.
Wow.
Yes, you are working for somebody. You know, and so for me, we have a challenge. As you speak now, you know already the feed cost in the market at the moment. From poultry, look, there's no difference between, that's the fact I'll tell you. There's no difference between poultry and pig farming. No.
They are the same.
No, there's no difference. There's no difference.
The only difference is the animals.
Thank you.
One is pig, one is a fowl.
Thank you. But in terms of
feeding,
there's no difference. Maybe the only difference is that you say maybe pigs, they will eat more than even the poultry or the chicks. But even that, you need to have all the numbers right. So when we started, we decided that, look, we need to go speed. So first, we started with 10. That was giving us challenge. We need to quickly find a way to solve the problem. We were able to overcome the problem. So we decided to multiply.
Okay.
So between 2011 and 2013, I have 800 pigs.
2011 to 2013, within 3 years. 800, yes. From 10 to 800.
Yes.
So it comes back. How did you solve the feed problem?
But that's what I told you from beginning.
You have to travel?
Yes, you have to travel. So I travel every month.
Just to go and look for
feed?
Every
month. So quickly, what we have to do is to go and we bought a truck.
Okay.
So I use the truck myself.
Hunting for maize?
Yeah.
Or feed?
Feed.
In general?
Just thank you. Because, to be honest, I'm starting from maize. I've told you, the only feed item we found in Western region was wheat bran because of
the Takrade
flour mill.
Okay.
And then palm kernel cake.
Okay.
Because of the oil.
No palm.
Oil mill, yes.
The no palm and the.
Thank you.
Bob.
Thank you.
Okay.
So these two, at least those ones, yes. And even that one is not even easy. I don't want to go into that one.
Into that aspect of the politics.
It's not even easy. It's not even easy just to walk in to say,
You want to
I'm a pig farmer. I want to buy
the palm kernel
palm
cake.
kernel cake to go and feed my pigs. It's not easy. Don't just walk in.
Wow.
That's also another aspect.
What do they use the waste for? Did they have something they use
I
it
mean,
for?
when we
Or
got
they
there, at that
dispose it?
time, they don't dispose it. They were exporting some of them. They were. And so when you go quickly, they will tell you that, you know. And so there was also a huge challenge. But along the line, like I said, you are determined. You are an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know that you will come across
Some
challenges.
of these challenges.
And so if you come across challenges, how you have to find solutions and move on.
Okay.
So that's what we did. So we were able to manage. After that, our next challenge was the marketing. Because one, if I tell you for pigs, if there's no market, it's a lie.
There's market.
There's market. Most farmers cannot even meet the demands.
Wow.
That's a fact. But I cannot tell you where. But what I know for a fact, yes, what I know for a fact is that the demand is there.
But we cannot supply.
We cannot supply. That is a fact.
So if we are able to solve the major problem, which is the feed problem, more youth can go into the pig farming.
Yes. And then my advice is most that want to go into piggery or even poultry, we should find a way to produce our own feed.
But that's not easy.
Neither the buying in the market
It's easy.
also easy. And so it is better when you have the thing in your own hands. You can manage it well.
You can manage it well, yeah.
If you get to the market, look, between 2015 till now, a bag of maize was 150. Now we are paying 650.
A bag of maize.
A bag of maize.
From 150 to 600.
Yes, as you speak. Right now.
So right now, I would say if you are into maize farming, it is the most lucrative business right now.
Yes, at the moment.
Even over the fish and the
yes,
the poultry, the piggery.
Well, you've answered the question. So that's the situation at the moment. Now, if you look at
so why are the people not farming maize?
The challenge is big. One, you know, they have problem with this. They had this caterpillar attacking maize.
Okay.
I think somewhere between 2016 and 2017.
Yes.
The farmers had that challenge.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure, as you speak now, that problem is not yet
fully solved.
Yes. And so I'm sure some of the farmers are having problem of going into cultivation of maize. Because if you don't have the money to control those pests, then you have a problem.
Wow.
So that was a problem with the maize farmers. And then, you see, they also have a challenge with the subsidies of the chemicals and, you know, the fertilizer.
Okay.
You get it. So each year they will produce, but then they encounter losses
due to those pests and all those things.
That's right.
And
so
fertilizer,
and then also the availability.
Even of machineries too.
Yes, machinery. We don't want to touch that one because that one cry.
It's even
it's beyond.
It's a bigger problem.
Yeah, exactly.
But Ministry of Agri have machineries. Why are they not supporting?
No, I haven't seen any machinery.
You've not seen any machinery?
I have not seen any.
Have you been to the office before?
No, I don't need the machinery in their office. We need the machinery
in the field.
in the field.
But if you don't go to the office, how will you know maybe the machine is in one of the
Well,
fields?
let me talk about the farmers who are producing the maize, right?
Wow.
And they are having challenge. And so if you are telling me that
Ministry of Agri,
the Ministry of Agri have a machinery packed in their offices or in their warehouse, and I go to the field to go and buy maize to come and feed my pigs, and I could see the challenge that the producer or the maize farmer is having. You telling me that there's a machinery packed at the Ministry of Agri?
As mechanization section of
That one, to be honest, I don't want to talk about that one. I haven't seen it, to be honest. I haven't.
wow.
Yes, I haven't. Because most places that I have been to buy maize, it's all individual investment.
Wow.
Yes, individual investment. They buy tractor and then hire it to the farmers, right? Both the ploughing and then harvesting and all that. That's individual's investment. I've never met any tractor on a field that is coming from Ministry of Agri.
Wow.
I must be honest with you. To be honest, all my years in farming, I haven't.
Wow.
So, to be honest, for that one, maybe it's just on paper that they have the machinery at the warehouse. But in reality, no.
just a few.
In reality, no. To be honest. So, that itself is also a challenge for the farmers. Then you come back to the fertilizer, the chemicals, call it, because some of them use weedicide to control the weed. Because if you go to a community where they produce, go to what they call it, either Kinkenso, Techiman, Nkranza, and all those places, they produce a huge tons of maize. Really. But these are individual investment, like I said. And so if the cost of the chemicals is rising, just like the piggery, that between 2015 and 2022, maize is between 150 cedis to 600 Ghana cedis. Now, go back and check and find out how much is the meat price also in the market for the farmer. You can trade for 3 years, 4 years. Then a farmer can get an increment of maybe 1 cedi per kilo.
Profit.
Yes.
Not even 5
That's
cedis.
increment. So that's increment between. So maize is moving. Let's say between 6 to 8 years, it has moved from 150 Ghana cedis
to
600 Ghana cedis. You work out the percentage. Then a farmer who is using the maize to produce the meat, take it to the market, and between the 3 years to 4 years, the price is still the same. Worst case, it will move just 1 cedi per kilo.
Wow.
You understand? And so, with the issue of maize, farmers really have a challenge.